So the baby was due December 2019. Yeah, December 2019. Like I said, a Christmas baby, my favorite time of the year. So Christmas was coming and I had a really hard time trying to enjoy it. It was just hard. And this is 7 months later. It's still hard. So December came and I just tried my best to, suck it up, try to forget about it, which I did. And so, we had our Christmas, everything was good. And then my son's birthday is January 13th. So we had his party on the 12th, I believe, because it was a weekend. So I was late for my period again, and I was having the sore boob and nipple again. And I had only felt this when I was pregnant. And every month from when I had gotten pregnant the first time to this, I was making sure I was trying to see, because I knew that's when I was. And finally, I had it again, and I was having like cravings already. I craved like blueberry muffins, and I don't get cravings like that. I wanted one so bad. And I was having the food aversions, and what was it, with coffee. I love coffee. I drink coffee every morning, and I could not drink it. I couldn't do it, which was weird. And so I was just like, I don't know, all these things are adding together. I knew I was pregnant. I kept telling TJ, I think I'm pregnant. I know I'm pregnant. And he obviously, was happy, but he didn't want me to get my hopes up and to be sad like I usually am. And he was just like, okay, well, don't get your hopes up. It's okay if you're not. And I was like, I know I am. I am pregnant. And I bought 2 more of the digital tests on the 12th, a day before his actual birthday, my son's actual birthday. And I took them. I think it was like in the afternoon or something. So again, you take your test, you set your timer, and you do your like 5 minutes of the longest wait ever. So I'm like pacing around, and even though I knew I was pregnant, I was still so scared to look at the test, just because I have seen so many negative tests now. I was like, dang it, I hope I'm not wrong. But I just knew it. A mom and a woman knows her body, and by now I knew my body, and I knew I was. So the timer goes off, and me and TJ both go and look at our test together, and I had it covered, and we uncover it, and it said pregnant. And I was like, oh my God, I knew it. And of course, all I could do was cry, because that's what I do. I just cry over everything. And TJ just hugged me, and it was just, I was so happy. We conceived another baby the month that our last baby was due. And it was just crazy to me. It was a miracle. I couldn't believe that all these months, and this is when it happened. Like pretty much the day, our due date was the 21st, and according to my ovulations, I ovulated around the 20th to the 25th. So I don't know, it was super weird. So I kind of waited a little bit to go to the doctor, like a week or so. We had to go out of town, and we had to do a few things. So we go to the doctor again. They do another test, positive, thankfully, obviously, and they set me up with another ultrasound and doctor's appointment for 8 weeks. And at this point, I was 5 weeks already. So it was only a 3-week wait. And they gave me my new due date, which was September 15th, 2020. And my birthday is actually September 19th. So that was crazy to me that it was due 4 days before my birthday. That was just nuts. So we only had to wait 3 weeks this time. But this time, my symptoms were so strong. Oh my God. My nausea was horrible. I felt sick 24/7. Like, just randomly, like in the morning, I'd have a phase. A week I'd feel so sick in the mornings, and then it'd be at night, and it would just kind of switch back and forth. And it would help a little bit if I would eat, but then other times I would be so nauseous that I couldn't eat. I never actually threw up, but I was just so nauseous, and I was so tired. I was so tired. All I could do was sleep. I had no energy. I had no motivation. I couldn't clean anything. I was so tired. And I was happy. You know, obviously you feel like shit. So, I mean, it's not the best thing in the world, but I was happy because I knew that this meant that this was a stronger pregnancy this time. So I was really nauseous. I had really bad fatigue. And my stomach, it was weird, but my stomach was getting big, like quick. Like, I don't know if I was just bloated or what, but I was telling TJ, I was like, there's twins. I'm having twins. And obviously I was kind of just joking because I don't have any twins in my family. None of us do. I thought that that was the only possible way you could really have twins, if they ran in your family. So I was just joking with him, and I was like, look how big my belly is. There's 2 babies in here for sure. And I think I was like 7 weeks at the time, 7, 8 weeks or whatever. And he would just like think I was crazy and just laugh like, okay. But something just kept telling me, I don't know, I kept saying it. I would say it over and over and over again. Like, I think it's twins. Why am I so sick? I told him my pregnancy was not this bad with my first one. Like, I don't remember it being this hard. I have no energy. Like, it is kicking my ass. And I was like, maybe I'm like having twins. And I kept telling him, I don't know. He just thought I was crazy. I kind of thought I was crazy because I was like, there's no way you can have twins. You have no twins in your family. You can't just have twins. Obviously, it was always a dream of mine. Like, when you're a little girl and you like picture yourself having kids, I was like, how cool would it be to have twins? I always wanted twins. So fast forward to our 8-week appointment, our first appointment. We go in and I just said a prayer and I was like, please God, please let my baby be alive and healthy. That's all I wanted. So we go in and she puts the wand on my stomach, and I'm just looking for something bigger this time. You know, the first time around, I just saw a little yolk sac, and that's all I could see. And I was 8 weeks at the time too. And so this time when she put it on right away, I just saw something bigger, and I just knew it was okay this time, and I was happy. And I was like, just kind of let out like a breath of like a relief. And she asked me, is this my first ultrasound for this pregnancy? And I said yes. And she goes, okay, you have 2 babies in here. And TJ's mouth just dropped, and all I could say was shut up. It was crazy. I was in disbelief because I had called it. I had said that we were having twins, and she said there's 2 babies and there's 2 heartbeats.
Is this the first time that we scan you? Or that anybody scans you?
Yeah, for this one, yeah. Oh.
Okay, so there are 2 babies in there.
Shut up. Oh my God, the joy I felt was unexplainable. I was so happy to not only have one healthy, alive baby, but to have 2 in there, and they both had heartbeats. It was amazing. And I have a video of us finding out that we were having twins too, so I'll put that in here too so you can see. And it was the best experience ever. It was amazing. And TJ's face was just so funny. He was just so shocked. His mouth was just wide open, and he was like, how did you know you called it? And it was crazy. Like, the tech, I think, was a little bit annoyed with me and him because we were just like tripping. It was crazy. So she starts taking her measurements, and she's like, there's baby A and there's baby B. And TJ said that when she's typing in twin A and twin B, he's just like, what is going on? I cannot believe we're having two babies. She's like, is there twins in your family? And I was like, no, not at all. And she's like, that's crazy. She's like, we see twins quite frequently, but we don't see them that often from natural. Like, you guys, we didn't have any medication, we didn't have any fertility treatments, there was nothing. These were completely natural miracle babies. And I told her, I just told her how I had a feeling, I just had this feeling in the back of my mind that I was having twins. And oh, it was crazy. TJ like literally left the room to go call somebody. He had to call someone. I think he ended up finally talking to like his sister. She was the only one that answered. But she had sent me, she said they look great. She said that the babies were both measuring the same, 8 weeks and 1 day, I think. And one of their heartbeats, I can't really remember. I think one was like in the 170s, or they both were in the 170s. I can't remember exactly what they were. But she said they look perfect. She said they're both healthy. They both have heartbeats. They're both the same size, which is a really good sign. So she sent me to the bathroom to go pee, empty my bladder. So I think she could do the internal one, I'm pretty sure, or something like that. I don't know. I can't remember. I was just in shock. So when I went to the bathroom, I was just staring at myself in the mirror, like, are you serious? Is this really happening to us right now? Like, are we, like, God is so real. Like, how else can you explain something like that? He took away one baby because it just wasn't our time, and he gave back 2 of them the month that we were supposed to have that one. It was just, it's crazy to me. Like, you cannot tell me that that is not a blessing. So after the appointment, we had gone to the doctor's office, and he came in and he's like, twins, huh? And literally the nurses, the doctor, everybody was just like, oh my God, you guys are having twins. We live in a small town, which is one hospital, so I don't think they see them that often, especially, like I said, natural twins. I was just on cloud 9. It was unbelievable. He just talked to us for a little bit, had just explained to me that obviously I'm going to get bigger quick. Like, by 20 weeks, I will look full term. Which I was like, oh my God. He was telling me that they usually come early, just kind of telling me a few things. And after that, he starts calling family, friends and stuff, close friends. And I call my mom, and I'm like, guess what? And she knows what happened at our last one, and she was just like, oh my God, what? And she thought that there was something bad, obviously. And I was like, you're not gonna believe it. And she's like, oh my God, what? You were making me sick, what? And I was like, we are having twins. And she just started screaming. She's like, how is that possible? How are you having twins? And she's like, that is amazing. And it was the best. It was the best day. Literally, it was the best day. We had gone out to eat that day, right after our appointment, just to kind of celebrate everything. And I was just like, I was taking pictures of our ultrasound of the 2 babies, but you could see them both together, and then she had done like a 3D one, so you could see them both in there. It was just so weird. It was crazy. Like, I can't believe there's 2 babies in my stomach. So I'm just taking pictures and I'm sending them to our family and just close friends, like just a few friends that knew we were already pregnant. And I was like, oh my God, it's twins. And I was sending everyone pictures, and I talked to my grandma. She's like, I can assure you there is no twins in our family whatsoever. So how you have twins is just crazy and a miracle. And I was like, I know, it is nuts. Like, I cannot believe it either. So yeah, literally the best day ever. It was the best. It was fun. It was a fun day. We're so blessed, literally so blessed. So at the time I'm 8 weeks. So then our next appointment was at 12 weeks. well, no, that was our next ultrasound. So then I had I wanted to find out the genders. Like, I'm the type of person that has to buy things ahead of time, and I need to know what they are. Obviously, in order to buy anything, to buy furniture, I need to know what they are. So we got a blood test done at 11 weeks, 10 weeks, I think 10 weeks. So they took my blood, and I think it tests for like a whole bunch of other things too, and it would tell us the genders, and we waited a week for that. And I also have a video of us finding out the genders, so I'll insert that there too. But I just, all of TJ's family are girls. Like, he has so many girls in his family, and I've heard that the gender depends on the male. So I was like, we are having twin girls. Like, I had it set in my mind that it was twin girls, even though we wanted to have a boy. Well, you know, we didn't know we were gonna have twins, so we wanted a boy first, so our son could have a little brother that was, you know, kind of close to him. But I was like, we're having twin girls. I kept telling him. TJ was set on twin boys. He's like, it's two boys. It's two boys. It is two boys. And I was like, no. I was like, I was right about the twins. I'm going to be right about this. So we get the call from the doctor, and she's like, do you want to pick up an envelope, or do you want me to tell you over the phone? And I watch gender reveals a lot, and I think they're so fun. But the thought of someone else finding out our baby's genders before us didn't sit well with us. That we didn't want that. So we're like, no, we will find out over the phone. It's okay. So we grab our son, and she tells us, she's like, all the tests came back normal. Everything's good. Everything looks perfect. And it looks like you guys are having two boys. And I was like, there's two boys for sure? And she's like, yep, there's two boys. And TJ just starts running and screaming. He's like, I told you, I knew it, I knew it, I knew it.
So the results of the progeny are normal. There are no abnormalities with the sex chromosomes, chromosomes 13, 18, or 21. And you...
I'm sorry, what was that?
Boys.
Two boys?
Yep.
BAM! And it's just nuts. We're having twin boys, so we will have 3 boys. I will be a boy mom, and it's nuts. I'm so excited. And I don't know, I wanted to come on here and just give hope. And everything, just literally everything happens for a reason. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. At every tunnel there's a light at the end. After a storm there is a rainbow. In our case, it's a double rainbow. And I know that a lot of people are going through like infertility or miscarriages or whatever it is, but God has a plan for you, whether you see it right now or not. And I didn't, and I know that, you know, you're like, okay, how can you just believe that? And I didn't believe it, but I see it now, and I just want to give you guys hope and just let you guys know that everything is going to be okay. Everything happens for a reason, and everything will work itself out. Like, I questioned him, I questioned God, I questioned everything. I was so angry for so long. I was so sad for so long. And I just wish I wouldn't have been now at this point, because I see what he's blessed us with. We are so blessed. Like, I cannot believe it. So I just wanted to give some hope to you guys, let you know that everything is going to be okay. I'm currently 15 weeks pregnant now, and I haven't had any issues whatsoever. I feel amazing. My sickness is gone. My energy is coming back. I feel great. I haven't had any cramping, no bleeding, nothing. I feel amazing, and I'm starting to feel them move, and it's crazy. Oh my God, there's 2 of them in there. Yesterday we heard their heartbeats for the first time, and it was just crazy. There's one on my right side and there's one on my left side. But it's nuts. Like, I just wanted to, you know, to share my story with you guys. Hopefully it helps a few. a few, and continue watching. You know, I'm gonna probably keep posting on here. But thank you guys so much for watching my video. Subscribe so you don't miss any videos that I post, and you can keep track of my pregnancy and my twins. I think our next ultrasound is in like 5 weeks, which is a long time. I can't wait to see them. But yeah, thank you guys. Bye.